In this video, I'm rolling with Joe. Joe is a blue belt at the academy. Very strong guy, works in sanitation, and he's super funny. So he's always making me laugh. I couldn't really play the audio from this roll because there was some music on in the background, and I would get a copyright strike. But just trust me, he's funny. So anyway, this is round 2. We have another video on the channel. I'll post the link in the description and on the end screen. And here we go, just experimenting with some butterfly guard. I'm looking for double unders while preventing him from getting anything meaningful. Here I'm trying to trick him into giving me his left arm so I could drag it across my center line and either sweep or take the back. Here we're doing some casual wrist fighting. There he grabbed my head and I tried to sweep him. I do that a lot with the butterfly. Now I have wrist control. You know, if I was to arm wrestle Joe, he would win every time. If I was to bench press with Joe, he would bench press probably twice as much as me. So I have to go around. I have to go around his energy, look for the answers in the technique. Because if I try to match his strength, I'm going to lose. And in the beginning, that's what it seems to be. When you don't know anything, it's like whoever's stronger is going to win that roll. Also with me and Joe, he likes to try to pass my butterfly guard, so I play it a little more than I would normally because I want to show him, I want him to learn how to pass it, and I want to show him how I defend it. And it also helps me to reinforce what I already know. So here he's getting a little frustrated. And as you can see, I'm not really doing a lot to defend. I'm not using a lot of athleticism. I'm staying calm and loose. I'm just waiting for him to engage, and I'm reacting. I'm not really playing an offensive butterfly guard. So here I have my foot on his hip, and I try to sweep out his other leg. Then I quickly switch to like a spider guard. He pulled my ankle down. Guards can be very transitional. You don't have to play one guard. You should just switch to whatever guard makes sense in that position. So here I'm explaining to stop wrist fighting when you're sitting on my butterfly guard. Really what you want to do is 2-on-1 leg control and pull one leg across and out of the way so you can pass. So here I'm showing him that. So it's a learning roll. Now we're starting to reset. See, here he's trying to do the 2-on-1 leg control, and I have one of his arms with the 2-on-1. If that makes sense. To prevent it. There's always an answer for everything. And the answer is in frames, angles, and timing. Here we're doing some wrist fighting. I basically just have a 2-on-1 on his left wrist. And now I'm explaining to him to rip his hand out of that exchange. Instead of trying to move forward or re-grip, just rip your hand out, and then you can start to pass my guard again because I no longer have any meaningful grips. So there he's trying for the 2-on-1 leg control. But some of the other details that I can't explain everything during the roll, but is one hand should be above the knee and one hand should be on the ankle, similar to an arm drag. You could try for double ankle control, but it leaves too many other open variables. So here he's trying to push his knee through the middle. He's trying to sit on one of my butterfly hooks. And there I was able to just lift my shins into the insides of his thighs while holding his ankle and roll him over. I use that sweep all the time. So there I just peeled one of his hooks. And I'm experimenting. I'm experimenting with the tying up his legs in a pressure pass, but I'm on my knees, so I'm not really applying pressure. I'm trying to consume his legs and go to mount. There I'm showing him how to block if somebody reaches for you in that manner. And now we're joking around with my coach. He's standing off to the left. He's a black belt at the school. This is an open mat. So we're joking around with him. I did a little Borat imitation. And I told him he looked surprisingly masculine. But he's a 300-pound Polish guy. So that's my sense of humor. And I'm trying to explain to Joe that when he moves around, his elbows go away from his body. He doesn't realize it. So right there I showed you, I lifted my elbows. See, when he moves, his elbows go away. They don't have to go a foot away, but if they just go a few inches away, it's creating too much space and leaving you open to be armbarred and attacked. See, when I'm moving now, my elbows never leave my body. So I'm shrimping, I'm showing him shrimp, and don't allow your elbows to leave your body. Even here, you could see his elbows are coming away. So once that happens, it allows your opponent to peel your elbow further away, and then that takes all the strength and effectiveness from your arm. So here I'm telling him, don't reach out. If I'm passing your guard, don't reach out and Heisman Trophy me. What you want to do is keep your arms bent and structured, and then just bring your knee back in. Don't be afraid to let somebody get a little close. That's where a lot of the jiu-jitsu takes place anyway. So here I'm wrestling up. I'm showing him a wrestle up from the shrimp over the leg. I learned this from Hudson Taylor. He was a world-class wrestler. I think he had over 200 pins. He has a video on it on YouTube, and he trained at Marcelo's for a while. I think he got his purple belt in 6 months or a year or something. He was winning tournaments, big tournaments, and making people look bad. But he was a wrestling coach for many years. And anyway, not to go off on a tangent, but I'm showing the wrestle up I learned from him. So if you want to support the channel, I have a merch link in the description, Spreadshirt. You could buy t-shirts, mugs, sweaters, $20, $30, $40. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link in there. So if you want to buy me a coffee, help support the channel. But thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.